Добро пожаловать на канал Alice in Paris. В сентябре я побывала в солнечной столице Армении, Ереване. Там я встретилась со своим потрясающим преподавателем английского языка Эммой. Эмма по сей день является моим мотиватором в изучении английского языка. Эмма – потрясающий человек, располагающий к себе. Уроки с ней – это мое самое лучшее времяпрепровождение. Я взяла интервью у Эммы и хочу поделиться им с вами. Она рассказала о своем непростом, но в то же время захватывающем опыте в изучении английского языка. Приятного просмотра!
Բարև Emma.
Բարև, Ալիսա, շատ ուրախ եմ քեզ նորից տեսնել Հայաստանում։
Yes, and I would like to thank you for your inspiration that you gave me in learning English. I have managed to prepare to FCB2 within a short period of time, and I continue to improve my knowledge and already teach English and French, trying to cope with all non-standard situations and maintaining composure like you.
Oh, thank you so much, and I was so happy to prepare you for FCE P2 exam, and you are a very clever student of mine. You used to be a very clever student of mine, and I'm sure now you teach like perfectly.
Oh, thank you very much. You are the best teacher I have ever had. So Emma, when did you realize that you want to become a linguist, and did you want to teach already at that point?
Okay, I think that's a great question to ask, and I think the realization came in stages. But mostly I understood that I wanted to teach when I started to share my knowledge with my classmates and with the people who surround me. And yes, even before officially becoming a linguist, formally becoming a linguist, I always knew I wanted to teach because I found great inspiration there.
So Emma, how did you choose the university? How complicated was the preparation? What did especially help you? And have you made any mistakes that you want to caution others about?
Okay, so I think that choosing a university was a blend of logic and instinct. I wanted to surround myself with people who love and appreciate me, and also at the same time have a strong background, the program, I mean. So I chose a university like that. The preparation wasn't easy. I think that I devoted myself fully to learning, but I want to take a moment and appreciate people who were like my classmates and people who were with me during the preparation. I think we supported each other and pushed each other forward. And yes, mistakes of course happened. I burnt myself out. I used to study for more than 12 hours a day, and it just really, I felt burned out at the end. So my advice is to other students, remember that there is always time and you can start tomorrow again.
12 hours a day? Wow! Could you please delve into this topic more?
Yes, of course. I thought that I don't have time at this point, and I thought that I need to be as quick as possible. And I don't think that it's about, how quick you are. It's about how clever you are at this point to plan and schedule your day. You don't need to waste your time on things that don't bring you at that point knowledge. So you just need to be very clever with what you choose to do. I think it was a big mistake.
Wow.
12 hours.
Oh my god, did you have time to meet with your friends? Did you have enough time to sleep, to eat?
No, I didn't have enough time to meet my friends, for 2-3 months. I didn't have enough time to eat properly. I think nobody did because it's like a common mistake that students do when they want to enter a university they want.
And what about your health at that point?
Well, it deteriorated at some point. I felt that I have some serotonin problems in my brain, which is chemical that is responsible for producing the productivity. And at that point I had that problem, but I solved it very quickly.
When we met first, I immediately noticed your magnificent American pronunciation.
Oh, thank you.
My question is, how did you manage to adapt this capturing pronunciation?
Oh, okay. By the way, I have never thought about this like that deep. First of all, thank you so much for appreciating my pronunciation.
Don't mention.
And I think that I watched a lot of American programs, a lot of American shows, and a lot of series, and I tried to be like them. And every time I watched, especially in the early years, I tried to, imitate a bit. When I was listening to some podcasts, I stopped the podcast and I started to speak like them. So I tried imitating, a lot, and it helps. It helps. It's called shadowing, if we take it as a term. So for those people who want to master American pronunciation, they can try shadowing. I would definitely suggest.
Were you scared at the beginning of your teaching experience?
Yeah, I was definitely very scared, and classroom is a very vulnerable place to be for a new teacher. I always say that it feels like you're running and you need to change your pace. But over time, all the fears again disappeared, because when you see those eyes looking at you, and when you see those eyes of joy, when kids and adults and teenagers learn something new from you, you just reconnect. It's just how nature works, I think, and you don't even think about fears anymore.
What kind of format do you like more, in person or online? And are there any specific advantages for you in online classes?
They are very different. I think that offline classes, the eye contact and everything is very powerful about in-person classes, and you create connections with people. But at the same time, offline classes bring creativity to the classroom. You have all the possibilities to share your screen, to bring new quizzes and games to the classroom, and also the comfortable atmosphere. I think that if you live far from the city center, it's great for you to prepare yourself for anything you want in English.
Yes, and or if you live abroad.
Yeah.
For example, we had classes. I was in Sochi. You were in Yerevan. That was really great.
But I think that went perfect because we were both responsible for the journey.
Yes.
So I think you took your responsibility and I took mine. So that's why you succeeded.
Thank you very much. Individual or group classes? What kind of groups are the most difficult and the most pleasant in terms of work?
Okay. Individual classes give a room for personalization, and every minute is tailored. So individual classes will work better for you if you prepare yourself for specific exam, like in your case, B2 exam. But at the same time, group classes are very, dynamic. They are well-driven. The most difficult part is probably uneven motivation in the classroom when you are working with a group. One person is highly motivated, one person doesn't want to do anything. And the best part, I think, that the support that you see, one student supporting the other one, it's the best feeling for the teacher when you see like how they teach each other new things. So I think that's very beautiful.
What do you do when something doesn't go as planned? And have you ever had situations when you got confused?
Yes, still now I often have situations when I get confused. I always say that teaching a language is like, it's like a jazz. You need to improvise sometimes. But when this happens, I just take a moment, breathe, and shift myself, shift my brain. So I think that there are moments when the grammar doesn't land with the students, or they don't understand why we do certain activities. So at this point, you just need to take a moment and learn to say, let's find out together, instead of pretending to know it all. Because at the beginning, all the teachers think that it's a shame when you don't know a certain word or an expression, but that's okay. Learn to say, no, I don't know, let's find out together. Maybe you need to tell me what it means, or decide next step for the lesson.
Yes.
I think that students appreciate it more than when you lie.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Yes.
So when you see that a conflict between your students becomes harder, how would you react, and would you try to stop the conflict?
I would definitely try to stop the conflict, because besides being my student, they're also very close to me, people who are very close to me. I would definitely try to de-escalate the tension between them as much as possible.
Thank you. As far as I know, you used to work at a state school in Yerevan. Can you please share the experience of working there?
Yeah, okay. It was a very short period of time, I would say a few days, not even a month. But still, I thought that we don't share the same, thoughts with the other teachers, and it was definitely hard when the, staff doesn't share your views. So as a young teacher, why not? I would suggest you as well to just have your own way and not get distracted by what older generations of teachers think about your methodology, because they have different views and we have very different views. So we are all about communicative method, we're all about the core of speaking and stuff, and they're all about the grammar and traditional methods. So I think that we need to respect them a lot and learn the things that we want to learn from them, not the things that they force us to learn.
I go along with your view because we are both Gen Z teachers. Have you ever doubted that you had chosen the right direction for your future?
Actually, yes, I did. I think that doubt is a part of any meaningful journey, and especially like in the early years, I thought, did I choose something practical enough? I always asked myself. But then every time I reconnected with the language, I had a new student, I felt this incredible roller coaster of emotions, and I felt that I'm in a right place. So that's just how how the doubts faded away.
How long does it take to achieve the B2 level from scratch, and if it's an emergency?
Everything depends on your consistency and environment. Usually it takes from 18 to 24 months and minimum 5-6 hours 3 times a week if you have already B1 level. But if you're coming from A1 and want to achieve B2 within a year, in case of English, it's difficult because in terms of vocabulary, it's huge, right? You need to master, your brain needs to adapt. But I think in case of adults, it takes shorter because they are cautious about the process. In case of teenagers, it takes a bit longer.
Oh, so this is complicated but still real.
It is real. I think that if you take 12 or 13 hours a day, like a consistent work, and master all the words that you will encounter in B2 level, you can even do it in 7 months. But you need to be very, sustained. Everything is not sustainable. You need to understand. You can get ill or you can lose your motivation. So I would suggest not setting particular times. You just need to love the process.
Absolutely, thank you. For example, I have learned French from zero within a year, but I had to study 6-7 hours a day.
You see, yeah.
Yeah. Is there a difference in the period of preparation if you have been studying since childhood or if you start right away in adulthood?
There is a difference. There is a huge difference because when you go step by step, starting from starter, you can just achieve level and go to another level. You achieve A2, then you achieve B1, then you just smoothly achieve B2 and you don't feel this tension. But if you're an adult and you start from scratch, it's definitely harder. Definitely harder.
Maybe because they work, they have their own kids, yes?
Yes.
Lots of responsible
Yes, responsibilities. I think that's why we suggest as teachers. So if you want your kid, for example, as a parent, to have a great level in English, just you need to start soon, as soon as possible. Because when you're a kid, you don't have responsibilities, as you have said, and you can fully concentrate on the process. And it's very smooth, you don't even feel how you went to B2.
How to choose the right tutor? Who should people pay attention to?
You need to look beyond credentials. Ask yourself these 2 questions. Am I being understood, and am I being challenged in a supportive way? Teachers who respect you and try to listen to you and also pay attention to how you feel, I think are the perfect teachers for you.
In your opinion, how do you think, after how many classes, you can deduce that this teacher is yours?
I think 3 and 4 classes are enough to understand if you feel heart to heart with the teacher. 3, maybe 3 is perfect.
After the first, no, yeah.
No, because the first lesson is always very, confused because you don't know each other. The teacher doesn't know your aims, doesn't know your plans. You just meet. So it can be just an introductory lesson.
Yeah.
So first lesson should not judge the teacher.
By the way, do you have your own favorite teacher?
Oh, great question. Yes, I do. I had a teacher who inspired me. I remember the first lesson I had with her. She asked me, "Do you know what is will? If I say I will go, do you understand what I mean?" And I said, "Maybe it's past, but it's future, right?"
Yeah.
Because I didn't know very well. And she said, "Oh, yeah, okay, well, we can work that out." And she said that everything is okay, everything is going to be great. And she inspired me. I remember my first mark was very low, but after 3 months of preparing with her, I had a drastic rise, in my mark. And she was very supportive. She was always by my side. And I think that I love her so much. By the way, cheers, if she would watch this one day. And her name was, we have the Armenian names, yes?
Yeah.
Her surname was Alaverdian. We called her Miss Alaverdian. And she was very nice. I'm grateful, still grateful for the way she supported me. And she said, everything will be okay, do not worry.
I have an important question to you. Some people believe that the English teacher's job won't be demanded anymore soon. So how actual is English teacher's job now considering technology in your opinion?
Well, I think that technology does play a role in teaching job, but in a positive way, I would say. Because AI, if we talk about AI, can assist teacher a lot if we use AI wisely. So I think that, AI exists, but still we have a lot of students because we need this human connection.
Absolutely.
Because we need someone to track us, to track our progress. Everything exists now, but we still do have a lot of students and we still have a lot of, connections in this job. So it will be actual for the next 300 years, I would guess.
300 years.
I guess so, because
Wow.
nowadays we have everything to learn by ourselves, but we still find tutors because we find this connection with tutors,
Yes.
this love with tutors, and it's the most human way, I think.
Yes.
So if you're planning to apply for linguistics profession, why not? It definitely works. It does.
What piece of advice would you give to English learners?
First, perfection is not important. Communication is more important than perfection. And the confidence does not come before you start to speak. The confidence comes after you start to speak.
Absolutely.
So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start right now, right here. And you can use as many words as you know in a context, and surround yourself with the language. Surround yourself with the culture, music, podcasts, series, films, everything that you have, everything that you can do, with yourself. And speak if you have problems, speak especially when you have problems.
I really love being here in Armenia. People, nature, music, cuisine. So which places in Yerevan and in Armenia in general would you recommend and why?
Okay, I think Armenia has a soul that is hard to put into words. I would definitely recommend Cascade because it's the heartbeat of art and culture. Lovers Park is quite a gem. Vernissage, you can visit Vernissage if you want to discover the real traditional roots of Armenia. But in general, in Armenia, I would recommend visiting Dilijan if you want to encounter with nature of Armenia, and Datev Monastery, especially the ropeway. And the food, definitely. If you come to Armenia, you should try lavash, dolma, and all the Armenian traditional food. And I think that Armenia feeds. I always say that Armenia feeds your soul, Armenia feeds your heart and your stomach.
What about Zhengelov Hats?
Zhengelov House is also very tasty, and it's the combination of grains. and I think you should definitely try Jingelovhats as well.
Ah,
Oh no!
so thank you, Emma, for being you, and thank you for your inspiration and huge help.
Thank you. And you asked me, like, what inspires teachers? You and students like you, they do inspire teachers, and I think that people who are very responsible, like you, inspire us. You know.
Thank you very much. And this is for you.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. I love you so much. I wish you everything you know, well, the best for you.
Publish videos on your Instagram account.
Thank you.
And show more videos. I will like them all.
Thank you so much. One more time, let's hug.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Спасибо за подарок, очень.
Итак, видео подошло к концу. Спасибо огромное Эмме за уделенное время. Эмма, ты мой мотиватор. Спасибо тебе. А вас, дорогие друзья, я поздравляю с наступающим Новым годом. Желаю вам в новом 2026 году обрести своего мотиватора в изучении иностранных языков.